asking for peace but preparing for war, claiming to be standing for democracy, but their voices would be silenced if democracy could speak. No, sing with us. No, not in my name. No, not in my name. No, not in my name. Not in my name.
This is really a time for us to uphold our principles and to stand firm, that we stand against the use of violence to settle disputes between nations, internally or externally. That we stand against all these attempts to deprive Canadians of their ability to discuss calmly and rationally what's going on. Let's speak for a minute about what's taking place and why Canada is going to send fighter planes to Iraq, and it has not yet engaged in Syria. But everything is pointing not only to a ground war in Iraq and Syria, but the aim that we have seen over and over and over again, which is regime change in Syria, and also ambitions to attack Iran, and a much, much larger war. So we are here really to speak against a third war in Iraq and the pretext of ISIS. So why do we call it a pretext? So let's first think about what was going on 3 years ago. ECAWAR was standing against the invasion and the bombing, and then the invasion and aggression against Libya. And we were told that all these forces were freedom fighters and so on, and that this was the fight of democracy to bring down Gaddafi. And today, what do we have in Libya? We have a complete disintegration of the society, violence and chaos everywhere. And who did it give rise to? It gave rise to the ISIS fighters. The same was true in Syria, where again Canadians are told, and these young men were told, that these are freedom fighters in Syria and everyone should support them, they're fighting for democracy. And then of course when these forces that they themselves give rise to are no longer under their control, now that's a pretext for war and invasion and regime change. So it's very, very important to have discussion as to what is taking place and what is a pretext. Because we stand against terrorism of any kind, but we are not going to accept Harper's conception that anyone is a terrorist who doesn't agree with him, or anyone is a terrorist who stands against US dictate. Isn't we, as far as ECAWAR is concerned and the people of the world are concerned, it's terror when you bomb people from the skies, and it's not going to end terror on the ground. It's terror when you destroy the infrastructure of a country, when you kill hundreds of thousands of people, when you destroy the clean water, the electricity, the schools, the hospitals, people's homes. This is terror. But we're being, the demand is that we accept a version of terror where the people of Palestine fighting for their right to be and fighting to have the right to determine their own affairs are called terrorists, and those who rain terror down upon them, who've forced the people of Gaza into an open-air prison, they are called, legitimate self-defense. And so we don't accept this. We ourselves have to define these things. And I think it's really important to think about how the word terror and terrorism is being used at the present time.
Someone else's hours that you accumulate that you go spend for someone else's.
Let's get our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Like this, but they're just too afraid.
They're afraid to do anything about
hide
it.
behind the masks. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. I know.
Together! One room. I know. Everything. It'd be hard to get out.
Probably empty. Okay, so
I thought we weren't allowed to go inside.
I guess we're saying fuck it to that.
Alright, let's not lose our tail. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Can you tell me a little bit about your signs and why you're here today?
yeah, of course, we are here. We are here asking to the government of Mexico. We are here in Edmonton, Alberta, to asking to the President Enrique Peña Nieto to find the people that is missing, the 43 students that we think and we hope are still alive, but all the signs are bad. Mm-hmm. We are here like Mexican people. Doesn't matter from where we are. We are here because we are Mexican. We ask for freedom of that people and for information about it. Thank you.
On October 27th, Gary Moostoos, a respected Aboriginal elder and social worker with Boyle Street Community Services, was ejected from City Centre Mall by 10 security guards while eating his lunch in the food court. He was given a public apology on November the 8th.
Mr. Moostoos, I want to look into your eyes, and I want to tell you from my heart to yours that I sincerely apologize for hurting your feelings. And I'm sorry for what happened to you. It was unacceptable, it was a mistake, and I'm sorry. I also want to say sorry to the community at large for feeling the pain that you felt. I'm a really good person inside, and this is a good company, And I want to tell you that I want to work with you if you'll let me, and if you'll be my guiding light to making this right.
Yes.
If you want. This is overwhelming for me. I have a lot to learn, but I have the courage of this entire organization behind me. And I want you to know that all they want to do is the right thing. But we have a lot to learn. There's so much to learn. We're just only scratching the surface of it all. So I need your help if you want to help me. And I need the community's help, and the business association downtown, and the city, and all members to rally together so we can bring awareness to this cause and make it right.
I am a visitor here. I am Woodland Cree, but I am a visitor here in Treaty 6 territory. It is where I've done my work, most of my life. And I'm honored to stand here on Treaty 6 territory to be able to stand up and say I will not take the treatment that we as Aboriginal people have taken for so long. I appreciate the apology. There is still a lot of work that needs to be done. I cannot at this time say that I can accept the apology. I appreciate the apology. I need to see action happen. I need to see maybe in 6 months' time to be able to look at that apology and think about what has been done in the next 6 months or the next year. People have asked me how I felt through this whole ordeal. It is not only me that has felt. It is the city of Edmonton. It is the province of Alberta. It is the nation of Canada and even beyond that has opened so many wounds. People ask how we feel. This is my feather, my teaching feather. I've had this through my life. And this feather has taught me so much. It is my life. This is how my life has been within the last 2 weeks. That is me within the last 2 weeks. That is my community of Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation, my sisters that stand here. This is how they felt. This is how the elders, the community of Boyle Street Community Services has felt within the last 2 weeks. Now, how is an eagle to fly with condition like this? I have fought strong and hard to continue to live my life. Through the nation, through the emails that I got, through the inbox messages that I got, the hugs that I got, everything that has happened, even the handshakes that I've gotten, and the cards of well-being, the comments from even Linda Duncan, who has spoken in the House of Commons in regards to racism. Through all the things that have happened, and all of you here today, we are here to be able to tackle what racism is. Daniel Gallant, my good friend here, that was him in the condition of the feather that it was just a few seconds ago. With all of us together, we can recreate that beauty as human beings. This is Daniel Gallant after years of trauma in his life. I am traumatized, but given time, I will get back to be able to have that beauty that I once felt. And also my sisters here, my community, my city. I love this city of Edmonton. It's going to take some time, but I've always said, take action rather than reaction. If I would have reacted that day in the way that they wanted me, there was 10 of them around me, they were going to take me down. They were going to handcuff me. 10 of them to escort me out of this building. This has been ongoing for so many years. I don't, excuse me please, could I talk please? This has been happening for years and years. It has been brought to the supervisors. It has been brought to the managers. Today, now, is the time to start working on something, because what has been happening for the last so many years is not working. We need to take action and quit reacting. That is my message here today. Hi, hi.